Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
You know what? What do you think?
All right, we're going to start off with a little more of a introspective, meditative moment. We're going to feel the oneness of this community, of the space that we're sharing, the oneness of the universe, the oneness of God. And let's let God open up our eyes. Open up our eyes, teach us how to live, fill our hearts with joy and all the love we have to give. Gather us in peace as you lead us to your name, and we will know that you are one. Open up our eyes, teach us how to live, fill our hearts with joy and all the love you have to give. Gather us in peace as you lead us to your name, and we will know that you are one. Open up our eyes, teach us how to live, fill our hearts with joy and all the love you have to give. Gather us in peace as you lead us to your name, and we will know that you are one, and we will know that you are one.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
I got $1,000, and I saw some nervous faces for a minute. But let's give it up. Last week we raised $8,000. Felt pretty good. Very good. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to our second week. Yeah, you know, the world seems to be spinning out of control, but this is where we find our footing. So we leave the worries and the cares of the world at the door. Shabbat is here, and it's always good to start with a Shabbat Shalom. So turn around, say hello, wish somebody you don't know a Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, Rabbi.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom, Captain.
You know, there's a story that I really enjoy. It tells about a rabbi who traveled to the most westernly town in Alaska. And this rabbi is looking for Jews. And he goes from town to town, but he can't find any Jews. And he keeps going west and west as he can go, and there are just no Jews. Finally, he reaches the last town. There is no more towns. And he finds out that there's one Jewish girl in the local school. But she doesn't really know much about Judaism. And so he wants to say something to her. He wants to inspire her. And he thinks for a moment. and it happened to be a Friday. And he said, today is Shabbat, and I would have you know that Jews all over the world come together to celebrate this very day. They start in India, and then Israel, and then Italy, and then England, and then New York, and then California, all of them lighting their candles. And eventually, they will get to you, the last Jew, just waiting on you. I love that story. I think I love that story not only because it empowered that little girl to be a part of this beautiful thing we call Shabbat in Judaism, but that we're all connected. We are all connected. And so let's be together. Let's rock and roll. Let's have some fun. But first, we're going to bring up our birthdays for the lightings of the candles. So all our birthdays, come on up. Please cover your eyes.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
We're going to continue with Shalom Aleichem.
Lie, 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 la 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 lie, la lie, la 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 lie, la lie, 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 la 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 lie, la lie, la 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 lie, la lie, la 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 lie, la lie, 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 lie. Shalom Aleichem Malachi Asharet Malachi Elyon Mi Melech Machi Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Bohem Leshalom Malachi Ashalom Malachi Elyon Mi Melech Machi Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Lai 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 ai la lai la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai 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 la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai 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 Barhuni leshalom malachi hashalom malachi Elyon Melech mi melech machi hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Zeichem leshalom malachi hashalom malachi Elyon Mi melech machi hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Lai 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 ai la lai la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai 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 la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai 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 ai la lai la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai 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 la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai 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 lai.
That's how we get it started. All right. Shu Adonai.
All right, let's keep that energy flow. Here we go. Shirul Adonai שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני ברכו שמו, בשרו מיום ליום ישועתו, ספרו וגויים כבודו בכל העמים נפלאותיו, כי גדול אדוני ומהולל מאוד, נורא הוא על כל אלוהים. Lai lai la lai lai, yai la lai lai, ya lai la lai lai, ya la lai, ya la lai, ya lai la lai lai, yai la lai lai, ya lai la lai lai, ya la lai, ya la lai, ya lai la lai lai, yai lai, yai lai, ya lai la lai lai, yai la lai lai lai, lai 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 lai, lai 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 lai, lai 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 lai, lai 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 lai. שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני ברכו שמו, בשרו מיום ליום ישועתו, ספרו וגויים כבודו בכל העמים נפלאותיו, כי גדול אדוני ומהולל מאוד, נורא הוא על כל אלוהים.
Love that. Electric. All right, everybody, what time is it? It's time for the Shabbos joke of the week. Every week we tell a Shabbos joke because Shabbat is not just a time of relaxation, it's also a time of joy. So be ready. All right, here's your joke. Two beggars are plying their trade outside the Vatican. One has a basket with a Jewish star in it and a few pennies inside. The other has a basket with a cross on it and it's overflowing with cash. A priest comes walking out of the Vatican. He looks at the two beggars and takes pity on the one with a few pennies in his basket. You know, he tells the beggar, given where you are, maybe a basket with a Jewish star isn't the best way to collect money. The beggar with the star turns to the beggar with the overflowing basket and says, Moishe, look who's trying to teach us about marketing. And that is your Shabbos joke of the week. And if you don't like the Shabbos joke, write to Sarah. Tell her all about it. All right. I shared this story, I think, once before, but it's a really powerful story. There's a gentleman named William Ury who is the head of Harvard's program on negotiation. And in his book, he tells a really amazing story. He tells a story about a young American who's living in Japan studying the martial art of Aikido. And one day, this young student is traveling around the countryside on a train. And the train is half empty. There's a few elderly couples and a woman with a baby. And all of a sudden, a drunk comes on the train, aggressive, shouting, cursing at everybody. He slaps the woman with the baby, and she goes back into the seat of the lap of the elderly couple. They get up and they run to the other side of the train, which only angered the drunk, who tried to rip a metal pole out of a socket to chase them. Now, for the student, the Aikido student, this is a dangerous situation, and he was readying himself to fight. But before he could even do so, an elderly man in his late 70s in a kimono shouted to the drunk. He said, "Hey, you, come over here." Almost as in a trance, the drunk walks over. He says, "What do you want?" He says, "What are you drinking?" He says, "Sake, and it's none of your business." He says, "Oh, I love sake too. You know, me and my wife, we sit in our garden. We have a beautiful wooden bench, and we watch the sunrise set. We have persimmon trees. You know, my great-grandfather planted those trees." And you can see the drunk's face slowly softening, his fists slowly unclenching. And he says, "Surely you have a beautiful wife." And he said, "No, my wife died. I don't got a wife. I don't got a job. I don't got a home." I'm very ashamed of myself. The old man sighed sympathetically, and he said, my, this is a serious situation. Why don't you come and talk to me about it? As the student was about to leave the train, his last glimpse of the two was the drunk laying in the man's lap while he softly stroked his hair. Now, what this student thought he would solve by force and muscles, this old man did with empathy and compassion. Because you don't know what's going on in somebody else's life. You don't know why they are the way they are. So compassion is a superpower. Empathy is a superpower, and it's one we all have. You know, when we talk about tzedakah, we usually think of it in terms of money. And that is a good way of giving back. But another way of doing tzedakah, righteous acts, is just by being compassionate out in the world. Not discounting people that you don't know. Take this as a lesson to everybody you meet. You don't know what's going on in their life. Everybody's life is full of challenges. Everybody has moments where they stumble and are ashamed of where they've ended up. But instead of getting ready to fight them, maybe you should get ready to help them. That's what tzedakah is all about. That's why it comes from the word tzedek, meaning righteousness. Because to love your neighbor, that is righteousness. That is righteousness. But it's not easy. So we're going to pass around our tzedakah jars. That's one way to give. But there are other ways. There are always other ways. And I want you to think about that when you're out in the world. Thank you, everybody. Next, we're going to invite up our rabbi, Rabbi Jade. Rabbi Jade's going to be giving our drush tonight on Teshuvah. Rabbi.
Thank you, Rabbi. Hi, everyone. I'm going to be brave and not be behind the podium. First timer over here. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It's so wonderful to be here. Thank you for coming. Thank you for getting through the traffic and getting parked and all that stuff, even though we have free parking. But thank you for being here. So Rabbi Michael mentioned earlier that the world really feels really strange. But the thing is, in Judaism, we've always thought the world is very strange. We've actually thought that the world has been broken this entire time. Before we got here, every Shabbat we talk about creation. And the mystics believe that creation started through brokenness. God contracted God's self and shattered vessels that were once part of God's self. And the vessels shattered. And the only way the world was created was through brokenness. And it's our job to pick up the pieces. And I don't know if you've ever seen a mirror break, a glass break, but those pieces are super small. So it feels like this impossible task. Like who charges their people to pick up broken pieces? That feels like Sisyphus, like something that's never going to happen. But we believe that it can. And so the way that we do that is through teshuvah, through picking up our own pieces. And we're called Beit Teshuvah, literally means the house of return or house of teshuvah. And a lot of us are learning for the first time what does it mean to return to ourselves. In our past lives, we weren't prioritizing ourselves or we were losing ourselves. So coming back, but in the process, sometimes we come back too far or we're too obsessed with ourselves. We pass that border of taking accountability to then becoming blind. And so that's where I want to invite us tonight. Tonight we're going to be sharing tshuva, something that doesn't sit right with us, that we would like to share and own up to, a brokenness that we can actually fix. So what we're going to do a little differently is we're going to stay in our seats, and Cantor Nate is going to be inviting you up. Once you are called, please come up to the bima, and you can share your tshuva. You can also share your gratitude. If you spoke last week, we ask that you don't speak this week. And remember to look at the back for your timing. All right. So if you would like to share, please raise your hand.
Come on, Derek. Start us off.
Hi, my name's Derek, and I'm a grateful member of this community. I just wanted to get up here and share some gratitude for, well, all the birthdays tonight, but two specifically. The first one for Ginger. We were roommates and we were both crazy, and it was a good fit. And I'm just so proud of you. You've come so far, and you're doing great. The next one is for Annie. Annie has been my rock. Basically my entire stay here, and I don't think I'd be here without her. And I'm just so proud of you. And yeah, happy birthday. That's it.
I'll go over here. I'm Lisa. I'm a grateful member of this community. Hi. I also want to say happy birthday to all the birthdays, especially Annie, who was my haver back in the day. I know. And also just gratitude for Beit Teshuvah. This will be my last Shabbat as a resident. Thanks. Yes, it's Sarah S. and I will be moving out this week. I know. Yes, for her, for sure. And this place has saved my life twice. I have returned here from 5 years ago, and this time around I was really very lucky and to be involved in so much. I had many havers, many great women in this house who I was able to be a haver to. I was able to work with Jesse, who unfortunately isn't here tonight, but helping him with the spotlights and with the Instagram post. Follow Beit Teshuvah on Instagram. Plug. And I just, there was something that Rabbi and Harriet, back in the day, used to say that maybe Rabbi Michael can adopt, which is if you don't come back to visit, you come back to stay. Which a lot of people will remember that. And it's very true. I didn't come back to visit enough, and I did come back to stay. And this time around, I have many plans in place to be here often. I hope to continue to write spotlights, and I'm getting yoga certified, so I'd like to teach yoga here at some point. And thanks. Keeping all my meeting commitments, so I should definitely still be here. I plan to visit a lot and not come back to stay in another 5 years. But I love you all. I love this place. It's really changed my life, and I just want to say thank you.
Hi, I'm Shira. I'm a grateful member of this community. So first of all, happy birthday to everyone who's taking a cake tonight, but a very special happy birthday to David. So 7.5 years ago, David extended an arm, a hand to help me. And I remember at the time he had 5 years sober. And I remember thinking, oh my God, that's an insane amount of time to be sober. And now he's celebrating 13 years, and I'm still so amazed by the amount of time and the recovery that you live day to day. You are truly a living example of recovery and selflessness, and you are always there to offer a hand, your time to anyone in need, and I so greatly respect you for that and appreciate you for that, and I love you. Happy birthday.
Hello, I'm Brian. I'm a grateful member of this community. First of all, happy birthday to Ginger and Amy. You guys are doing great. But I'm also up here to give to Shuba. I did something last week that was against my morals and rules here. I regret my actions because that put my stay in jeopardy. I love this place. It's saving my life. I'm super grateful and thankful for still being here and getting a second chance. From here on forward, I will not be making any mistakes like this again. Thank you.
Thanks, Rabbi. Hey guys, my name's Andy, and I'm an addict and a grateful member of this community. I'm a little nervous. I'm kind of grateful, though. It's not a total full house, so that helps a little bit. This is my last Friday service as well as a resident, and I just wanted to extend some gratitude to you guys that you all have taught me so much about myself and about community. And there's so many different characters in here from so many different places, and I just really have appreciated my time and experience here. And I can't say enough good things. I've always heard people, especially when I got here, talk about how great Beit Shuva was and how impactful it was in their life and what a difference it's made. And excuse me, I've only been here, well, I've been here a long time, 11 months. And so far, I'm just really grateful. My family's grateful. I'm grateful. That's all I can say. You guys are the best, and I love all of you.
Hi, I'm Heidi, and I'm a grateful board member. Hi.
I like it with it off.
It's half on, half off. So, I've been part of this community for about 15 years, and I've been grateful to be part of it and give what I can, and my husband and I and my family. And I've never been so grateful for this community because when I needed it recently, you guys have all been here, and it's helped me a lot. And I'm also very grateful because my son is here and he just became a doctor. So this is... And I just want to say there's nobody I would want to share this with, my pain and my pleasure. So thank you all for doing what you're doing. And I will always be here for everybody. I think you probably know that anyway, but especially now. Because life happens, right? Yeah. And we get up and we move forward, and that's it.
One more after this. And then
Hi, I'm Joel, grateful member of this community. Gratitude. When I came in here a little over a year ago, that was just a word to me. And a year ago, June, our sweet daughter, Claire, came through this door, brought here by two angels named Pat and Aaron, who went out and found her. And she was in a lost place, and they brought her here. And then we came the following Friday, and we were in a lost place. And we had no idea the planet that we had just landed on. We walked through those doors, and we're greeted with love and community and compassion. And I thought, well, this can't be real. This can't be genuine. I don't even know these people, and they're embracing me, and they're embracing my daughter as family. And that grew, and she started to heal, and we started to heal. And Zach and Jill and all of the members of the community wrapped themselves around her. And she moved out last month and into an apartment with Emily, and she's working in a recovery center, has a great full-time job, and she's blossomed and blooming, and I cannot tell you that it's joyful to know the meaning of the word gratitude, and to the last breath I take, when I think of gratitude, I will think of this place. So thank you.
One more. One more.
Thank you, Rabbi. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. My name is Russell, and I'm a very grateful member of this community. So I want to start. I didn't give gratitude last week because I wanted to wait till this week, but I do want to start with welcoming you, Rabbi Michael, and you, Rachel, to our community. We are blessed to have you. Thank you so much for being here, for your presence, for your wisdom, your guidance, and for the future that we have. As community, this is the place to be, and welcome. And to all of the people that have come up to me in the last 2 weeks since we've come back from our amazing, incredible trip, with warm wishes, with welcome, with wonderful things to say, with sharing in the joy that I was able to have on our European vacation. Thank you all so much. I thoroughly enjoyed the trip I had, but it paled in comparison to the feeling I got when I returned to Beit Shuvah. This is my home. This is where I know I belong. This is where I fit in with who I am without trying to be anything other than my authentic self. And the warm love, embrace, hugs, prayers, wishes, greetings, that filled my heart more than praying in the Jewish ghetto synagogue. So I am so grateful to everybody here for all that you have done. Dano, I see you over there. I love you, bro. Happy birthday. David, happy birthday. Happy birthday to all the people taking cakes. And a special note of gratitude and love to my mother-in-law, Linda. The way you and Alan have taken me in as a son, not as a son-in-law, as a son. It has been such a blessing, so beautiful to know how loved I am by family, for all your love and support, for all your caring, for all that you do for me, for your daughter, my wife, and for the way you are in the world. I just want to say thank you so much. I love you, and Shabbat Shalom.
And he said every one of those words to me in my office today about you. He did. So, wow. I love this. I love this community. Yeah. You know, if it often feels like the world is transactional, that you got to pay to play. But I think for people who have really felt what loneliness is, who have really felt isolated, and I felt that nobody understands, that nobody's coming to help, this is the rarest thing in the world. To really feel like you are supported when you fall. This is a very, very, very sacred and rare thing. I don't know if it exists in many places, but it exists here, and I have a lot of gratitude for that. So thank you, everybody. All right, we're going to continue with Mizmor Shir.
ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, וזמר לשמך עליון, וזמר לשמך עליון. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, וזמר לשמך עליון, וזמר לשמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר עבדך ואמונתך בלילות טוב להודות לאדוני, וזמר לשמך עליון, וזמר לשמך עליון. All right, let's keep the energy up as we welcome in the Shabbos bride with Lecha Dodi. Lecha Dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabela shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad hishmianu el ha'meyuchad Adonai echad hu shemo echad l'shemo tiferet v'heliti la lecha dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabela likrat Shabbat lecho v'nelcha ki mekor averacha merosh mikedem nesucha sov maaseh b'machshava tchila lecha dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabela Itoreri kiva orech kumi ori shir daberi kevod Adonai Allah yiknigla lecha dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabela. Everyone please rise if you are able and face the doorway as we welcome in the Shabbos bride. Boi veshalom ateret bala gam besimacha uvetzola tzok emunei am segula. Boi chalak lecha dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabela lecha dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat
Yes. All right, everybody, we're going to now welcome our new cantor, Nate.
All right. Those residents who have made a commitment to their life and their sobriety are Tovi B, Matthew C.E., Shai G., Carrie Ann M., Travis M., and Mark W. If you are one of those new residents, please come up to the bima. And then if you are celebrating a birthday tonight, Bernie, Annie, Dan, David, and Michael, please come up to lead us in responsive reading. All right, on the count of 3. Oh, here comes Bernie. Get in here, Bernie. On the count of 3, you can start reading together the little words that are on that little screen. 1, 2, 3.
May the door of this house be wide enough to receive all who hunger for love, all who are lonely for fellowship.
May it welcome all who have canes of unburdened, thanks to express and hopes to nurture.
May the door of this house be narrow enough to shut out pettiness and pride, envy and enmity.
May the threshold be no stumbling block to young or stay feet.
May it be too high to admit complacency, selfishness, and harshness.
May this house be for all who enter, the doorway to a richer and more meaningful life. Amen.
Thank you for leading us in that prayer. Now, we're going to welcome in the newest members of our community. You can start by introducing yourself. First name will suffice, and then we're going to say a prayer together. Community, this is
Warren.
Hey, Warren. Hey, you who have come to be blessed in the name of the source of life.
Melech, Beor, Bashem, Adonai.
Let us walk together in light of the divine one. Yeah.
all right, everyone. This is
Matthew.
Hey, Matthew. Baruch haba b'shem Adonai. May you who have come to be blessed in the name of the source of life.
Melech, Beor, Bashem, Adonai.
Let us walk together in the light of the divine one. Welcome.
all right, community. This is
Travis.
Hey, Travis. Baruch haba b'shem Adonai. May you who have come be blessed in the name of the source of life.
Melech, Beor, Beshem, Adonai.
Let us walk together in the light of the divine one.
all right, everyone. This is
Tovi.
Tobi. Baruch haba b'shem Adonai. May you who have come be blessed in the name of the source of life.
Nelach, Beor, Bishem, Adonai.
Let us walk together in the light of the divine one. Welcome, Toby.
all right, everyone. This is
Carrie Ann.
Baruch haba b'shem Adonai. May you who have come be blessed in the name of the source of life.
Nelet, Beor, Beshem, Adonai.
Let's walk together in light of the divine one. All right, we added one new piece last week. And in the Torah, God sometimes asks people a question. Ayeka, where are you? But it's not a physical, where are you? It's a spiritual, where are you? And there's only one answer to this question. Hineni. Means I am here. I am all in. So I'm going to ask you this question, and you're just going to respond with the word Hineni. All right? So I'm going to ask each and every one of you. Ayeka. 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 Let's give it up.
all right. Before you get to return back to your seats, I know you're dying to do that, but there are going to be times where this journey of recovery is difficult. You may want to run. You may want to hide your head under the sheets. and close all the blinds. When those moments happen, there's only one thing that you have to do, and that one thing is
hold on.
You just have to hold on, because how we feel, the chaos that comes from around us, that will change. That is a given. That is a fact. So if we find a way to hold on and use the toolbox that is freely given, that is set forth at our feet, then we'll push through and we'll make it onto the other side. Just like these 5 people have done consistently.
Who all stood where you stand today.
They have been in the same place. I've been in the same place. There's many people in this community who have walked the same path. You are not alone ever in this journey. So welcome. Give them a big round of applause for the commitment to their own life and recovery.
Right. You know, I want to slow it down for a minute. There's something I want to do. I don't do it very often, but when I feel there's a need, I do this. So I'm going to ask everybody to please close their eyes or lower their gaze. I'm going to ask everybody to please be quiet for at least a couple minutes. Cease all conversations. So please close your eyes. And I want you to listen to the sound of my voice and take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Listen to my voice. Take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Feel yourself in your seat. Feel your body calming down. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And I want you to think of a place where you feel most safe in this world. Where is that place? Is it at the beach, in your bedroom, in nature? Go to the place where you feel most at peace. See yourself in that place. And when you're there, in your place where you feel safe and at peace, I want you to think about all the things you are grateful for in your life. Bring them into your heart and into your mind. What do you feel grateful for in this moment? And when you're in your place where you feel at peace and feeling gratitude, I want you to think of one thing you would ask God or the universe, one request. What would that request be? What would you ask God or the universe or whoever's listening? What would you ask? And I want you to take one more deep breath in and then blow it all out into the universe. And then slowly open your eyes. Feel that for a minute. Feel that need. Feel that gratitude. Feel that at peace. You know, with this, I'm going to go a little out of order, but let's sing O Seh Shalom together. O Seh Shalom bimromav, Hu Yaseh Shalom aleinu, V'al Kol Yisrael, V'imru, V'imru, Amen. Hu Yaseh Shalom, Hu Yaseh Shalom, Shalom aleinu, V'al Kol Yisrael, Hu Yaseh Shalom, Hu Yaseh Shalom, Shalom aleinu, V'al Kol Yisrael, V'imru. Amen. Don't get used to that. I don't sing. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. We're going to continue with our Misha Berach, our prayer for healing. So many people in our lives could use a prayer for healing, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. And I want to take names, so we're going to scan the room, and if somebody in your life could use a prayer, just raise your hand and mention their name. Travis, Lydia, Helen Sand, Andy Cage. Susan. Thank you. Scott. Susan. Deborah Alter.
Bernard Vagish.
My brother, Joseph Paris. Any other names? Fran Peters. Your cousin Joe. Let's hold them all in our hearts as we sing Misha Berach. Rachel?
Misha Berach Avotenu Avraham Yitzhak Ve'Yaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel Vileyahu Yivareh Virapeh et Aholim Elna Refanala Elna Refanala Elna Refanala Elna Refanala Mishbera Avotenu Avraham Yitzhak Ve'Yaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel Vileah Hu Yivarech Virapeh et Hacholim.
For all those who need a little courage, hope, and strength, we offer them a refuah shlema, a speedy and a whole recovery. And as Moses said to God on behalf of his sister Miriam, he said, El na rafa na la, God, please heal her. But we say these words, El na rafa na lahem, God, please heal them. And let us all say, Amen. One more time for Rachel, everybody. Thank you.
All right, everyone, please rise as we do Baruch Hu. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Baruchu et Adonai Hamevorach. Baruch Adonai Hamevorach. Hamevorach leolam vaed. Hamevorach, Hamevorach leolam vaed. Baruch Adonai Hamevorach לעולם ועד. All right, in this moment, let's all feel that oneness that we started the intention of our service in the very beginning. And let's share a moment with the Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ושוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך.
Everybody say goodnight to Ari. Good night, Ari. Sleep well, baby boy. Bye-bye, Ari. Bye-bye, baby. Say bye-bye, Dada. Yeah, you're going to go to Mama's car. I love you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, love you. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, everyone. You know, in this week's Torah portion, there's this king named Balak. And Balak is very scared of an Israelite invasion into his land. So he calls upon this prophet for hire, Balaam. But he doesn't want him to, you know, build him a F-16 or some Sherman tanks. That's not how he wants to destroy the Israelites. He wants them to be cursed. He wants to use his skill as a man of God to curse these people. But God doesn't do it. God doesn't want Balaam to do it. Now, something really interesting that the sages pick up on, they contrast Balaam with another figure of the Torah. And it might not be immediate, obviously, but once you hear what I'm about to say, maybe it'll make sense. They contrast Balaam with Avraham. Makes a little sense. They're both prophets, right? They both have this amazing test that they have to do. Remember, Avraham had the test with Isaac, the Akedah, and he saddled his donkey with his two lads. And Balaam now has this test that he's got to do, and he saddles a donkey, and he's got two lads. There's all these very interesting similarities that the sages are picking up on, almost like they are opposite of one another. And they say that the disciples of Avraham are those with a generous eye, a humble spirit. But the disciples of Balaam are haughty and have a narrow eye. Why do they say this? What are they picking up on that Balaam is this horrible guy and Abraham is this great guy? And I think I figured it out. I think I saw something this week that I hadn't seen prior. You know, when Abraham is tasked by God in the Akedah in the story of Isaac, what does God ask of him? To sacrifice his son. Could you imagine God asking you to do such a thing? And yet, Abraham didn't try to change the language or try to say something different or negotiate or manipulate the words. He faced the truth. He looked the truth dead in the eye. And he did what God said. Now, Balaam does something different. When God tells something to Balaam, he kind of changes the words around. He leaves wiggle room. He's leaving room to maneuver, like somehow God's in conflict about what God has asked him to do. God wasn't in conflict. He was in conflict. What does it mean to look truth in the eye? What does it mean to hear the call of God, no matter how hard the call, and accept it? Many people probably can't do that. Now, AA, NA is all about honesty, right? You've heard this. It's a program based in honesty. But just because you've put down the booze and the drugs doesn't make you honest. A lot of people get in here and they're looking for the wiggle room, right? Looking for where can I maneuver? Where can I play? Be honest. Where can I play the game? I just need little more rope. Got a little more rope. Looking honesty dead in the eye. Not being honest with yourself. And maybe you're not being honest with God's mission for you and your purpose. That's a possibly way more tragic thing than lying to me as a rabbi or lying to the PFs or lying to your counselors. You could lie to me all you want. Don't lie to yourself. Don't dare lie to yourself. Because we find something interesting too. God has the ability to say, hey, you want to go when I told you not to go? There's the door. I ain't going to stop you. Balaam, God told him, don't do it. These are a blessed people. Don't go and curse them. But hey, you want to go? That dog knows. Go ahead. But the sages said something else in response to that, and I'm going to pull it up because I don't want to butcher it. The sages said, and the place that you want to go, God will take you. I want you to hear that one more time. And the place that you want to go, God will take you. But I think to go to that place, you got to be honest. You got to look honesty dead in the eye. No wiggle room, no maneuvering, no rationalizing, no negotiating. Sometimes you just got to face facts. Sometimes you got to accept the hard truth. And maybe only then can we be blessed. Maybe only then can we be blessed. Because sometimes the hard thing is the right thing. You know, I sometimes pray for the hard things. I say to God, I said it when they offered me this job. I said, God, give me the hard decision, I'll make it. Because I'd rather have hard decisions than no decisions. I know what it's like to have no decisions. And so I always pray for the hard decisions. And then they come and I don't like it so much. Your house gets filled with ants. You got no AC. You got a bum knee. That's all right. Don't pity me. I'm okay. I'm okay because I'm in this place with all of you. And it's going to be okay. But you got to be honest. You got to face the struggle when it comes and don't try to wiggle. Don't wiggle. Because God's going to say, go ahead, I'm not going to save you. But if you're honest, He'll take you to the place where you need to go. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. All right. The man in the mirror. This guy's mind works so fast because I tell him like one thing and he's like, I got a song.
Because when we are feeling discomfort and things are going wrong, maybe the first place to look is right at ourselves. Especially if you found yourself here as a resident. All right, here we go. gonna make a change for once in my life. I'm gonna feel real good, gonna make a difference, gonna make it right. As I stop the collar on my favorite winter coat, this wind is blowing my mind. I see the kids in the street with not enough to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their needs? A summer's disregard, a broken bottle top, and a one-man soul. They follow each other on the wind, you know, 'cause they got nowhere to go. That's why I want you to know I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways, and no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make a change. Na 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 na. I've been a victim of a selfish kind of love. It's time that I realize that there are some with no home, not a nickel to loan. Could it be really me pretending that they're all alone? A willow deeply scarred, somebody's broken heart, and a washed out dream. They follow the pattern on the wind, you see, 'cause they got no place to be. That's why I'm starting with me. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways, and no message could have been any clearer. If we want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. No message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. Na 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 na.
And OG, but first, I guess we're going to go in order. Let's go with Bernie K, 1 year. Come on, Bernie. Come on up.
Bernie, grateful member of the community. I really just wanted to say thank you for holding on, that Beit Yeshiva held on to me, because I just really appreciate it, and I just want to say how thankful I am, and I'll always love Beit Yeshiva. That's it.
Don't go anywhere just yet. So I called Bernie outside the other day, and he told me his birthday was coming up. And he said it had been a long road to get here, and he didn't think he'd ever have a year. But here you are, with all that understanding. And that's what we're giving you tonight, buddy. Let's go one more time. Annie G, 1 year. The mic is yours.
Hi, I'm Annie, and I feel blessed to be a part of this community, really privileged. Hi. I don't know if it will be as short as Bernie's, but I'll try to make it short and sweet. This is my third time here, and I would never want to redo this year again. A year ago, on the 12th, which is my birthday, I found myself in the rabbit hole once again. I literally thought I could be high and sober at the same time. Taking benzos, not telling my sponsor, and I was like, I can't climb out of this by myself. And my mom and my stepfather, and once again, after seeing me in emergency rooms and hospitals, and this time I'm going to get it, I was finally like, I need to go back to Beit Teshuvah. It's the only place I've ever felt whole and where I don't have to fit in. I just need to belong and land in who I am. I don't know. So I went from being a resident to a PF intern, which is a crash course in boundaries, and now I am PF staff, and it's a privilege to work here and be with you guys every day. Thanks.
Thank you. Come over here. Oh, this is great. We're giving you kindness, both to everybody and to yourself. Thank you. Michael G., 1 year. The mic is yours, sir.
Man, what a time. Okay, so let's sit. I'm gonna take this back. I'm Michael Ginger. 2 years ago, I came in here, and the first time I showed up, I was not in my right state of mind, needless to say. Basically, it didn't work out that day. I tried to come in. I just wasn't ready to accept help. I got kicked out that day, and I never thought I'd be back here. And after that, I went to another treatment center, spent 9 months there. The same day, actually, I got kicked out of here. I crashed my car, lost my mind for a while there. Then I went to another treatment center, spent 9 months there. Thought I had it that time. I thought that my wings had gotten strong enough and I could fly finally, and that I didn't need all the stuff that I was practicing for those 9 months, that maybe I would keep the best parts of my old life and keep the parts I liked of my new life, and then I would just do it that way. So needless to say, once again, it didn't work out. That time it took me an entire year to get back, and through that year, at the end of it, I had been smoking meth until I lost my mind, and I was crying to this girl, telling her that God was trying to teach me a lesson by taking my mind away, and that when I came out of this, I was going to change my life for good, and that this was it. And I'd been a lot of places before, and this is nothing like any other place I've been to. I do feel extremely lucky to have been able to come here. I feel extremely lucky for the second chance that I've been given, and I don't feel like it was for free, nor am I going to take it for granted. I wanted to thank Lisa. I wanted to thank Andy Besser. I wanted to thank Ted. I wanted to thank Nate. I want to thank all the staff here. I feel like this is something that I never thought I'd get to do, and a cake to me seems like it took me 5 years to get this, and I can't believe it, honestly. And I love everybody who's been a part of my recovery coming up to this point. And I don't know, it's just really fucking hard. And thank you.
Michael, we're giving you splendor. Splendor.
Thank you.
Oh, and last but not least, I want to make sure that I get to thank my mom. She put up with the most bullshit out of any person in the entire world. And I'm making a living amends to that one. So love you, Mom, forever. You're the best person in the world. You've always been in my corner. And thank you, everybody, for being here tonight.
All right, Dan OG.
My name is Dano, and I'm grateful to be here. I'm a member of the community. Yeah, there's so many thoughts and feelings, and so many people who showed up for me. It's impossible to compile the right words, so pray that God brings something through me. I'll start with thank you, Mom, so I don't forget, and Dad. It's tough when you look back on the gratitude of sober bar mitzvah presser, that it's been 13 years since a lot of shit, and there's a sense of humility and awe that comes from that, realizing all the people on the way that it seemed like it had to be possible. All the people that are dead, all the people that are never getting out of prison, all the people that we sat with and trudged with, and will forever be memories in my heart and in my imagination. I think about these people on a daily basis, and why me? Why am I still here? Why am I still alive when so many of the people I was with were not? And I don't have the answer for any of that. What I do know is that staying connected to the reality of that miracle probably allows us to continue to draw more sober breaths and really show up for the people that are here, that are still walking with us, and that are this close to the struggle. It's a travesty that there's people in this room right now that aren't going to be here this time next year, and with that reality that the rabbi talked about, this can I get in touch with reality? This is some step one stuff, and I had to get in touch with the reality that I was sitting in a prison cell. It wasn't going to be okay. It had never been okay. I'm not going to be okay. I'm going to do the same thing I've been doing, and I'm so inconsiderate when I'm using drugs that people die when they're in my company, and the reality of that notion can set a fire on a path that goes somewhere. 30 seconds. That's way more polite than Rabbi Mark would have ever done it. I can't express gratitude to all the people. I don't have time. Russell the love muscle. I love you, man. And the board and the people that didn't even know me. I was a scholarship or whatever from prison, and people took care of me, and people danced with me, and people welcomed me, and Rabbi Mark showed up for me, and these people that continued to give for a person they didn't even know. And that's how I've stayed here. I've continued to give back. I've continued to think of other people. I don't naturally think of myself. I can remember when I never thought of my parents at all, and I stole from my parents. I didn't value them or honor them. I just took from them, and I think back to the way I was, and it makes me sad, and it's my obligation today to just try to help people that are dying of this disease. We're so lucky if we're here, and there's so much more work that needs to be done. This is a lifelong process. Thank you for sharing my birthday.
Beautiful, man. Wait. I can see why. We're giving you wisdom. Give it up. Thank you, Dan. All right, our last birthday, David P., 13 years.
The mic. Thank you, Robert. I'm David, and I'm a very grateful member of this community. Or presser. First of all, I want to say welcome to all the newcomers that came in the past few weeks, and to everybody that's taking your birthday tonight, happy birthday. And of course to Dano, my cake buddy. You know, it's great to trudge this path with you. Seriously, and you're an example to so many people, and you know, you lead a meeting here and you live a life of honesty, so thank you for that. Looking back on the past 13 years, you know, I feel like the first couple years there was like an excitement. Wow, I got a year, I got 2 years, I got 5 years. And I feel like now I'm coming here, it wasn't so hard in the grand scheme of things. You know, thanks to this program, thanks to God, thanks to people and community and program and, you know, and just partnerships, they've taught me how to live a life that's congruent with a normal human being, right? And to get up and to be grateful to have another day and to live in gratitude. And once that sort of changed, I feel like my life had become a lot more manageable, right? We talk about my life being unmanageable, and I feel like as I got a little older in my sobriety, it came to that place where it was, today I'm going to stay sober and I'll take it minute by minute if I have to, but I don't have to take it minute by minute, you know, and that's a blessing that I was given. And I know when I walked in here, I didn't have that. So I'm really sitting here more so with gratitude than with this like proud of myself feeling that I've had for so long. And I know that Dano touched on all the people that have gone through this place and all the death and all the other things. And, you know, it's been rough to see people go in and out. But I know that each and every person that's here, if they're honest with themselves and if they look in the mirror and they're willing to take the next step, can stand here 13 years later or 15 years later or even 1 year later, and you can be proud of yourself. And I'm grateful for each and every one of you that have helped me along this journey. And I just really wanted to say thank you to the entire community, and thank you to my wife. Shira, I love you. You've stood by my side through thick and thin, and I know I haven't been easy a lot of the time. So I love you. Thank you. I wouldn't be, well, I might be here today without you, but I wouldn't be the man that I am today without you. I have one more thing to say. So last week, Rabbi Paris asked people, no, me, put the sign away. Last week, Rabbi Paris, asked people to take money out of their wallet and put it here. He put his own money on the table here. Michael Kaminer has a thing that he goes every year that he's sober, he gives $18 for that year towards the house, right? So I believe this year I'd have to give $234. I'm willing to double what Rabbi Paris asked for last week. That's my commitment to the house, because I came through here as a scholarship as well. And I want you guys to know that I'm grateful. And I'm not asking anybody else to take money out of your pocket and put it where my mouth is, but I know that I need to do that. So I just wanted to make a public commitment that that's what I'm here to do, and I saved it from last week for this week. So thank you all.
Don't go anywhere. No. Oh, this is so fitting, because you just brought a lot of majestic moments. So here's Majesty. Yo. Wow. You know, I said I had to give the money because I would have just bought some stupid blazer, you know. Look at that.
Let's invite them all.
Come on up.
All right, anyone who wants to give them a cake, please come up and gather around and let's sing happy birthday and celebrate and mark this occasion.
All right, I'm back.
Come on, Bernie. Come on, man.
Come on.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Bernie, Annie, Michael, Ginger, Dano, and David. Happy birthday to you.
Keep coming back
sober.
Should we cut Eleno?
Sure.
Yeah, we're running late.
I don't know. Yes, we are.
Yeah, let's cut. Yeah. I'll go to straight Warner's cut. Okay. And I did this earlier, but do it again.
Yeah, because
It's different too. Yeah. Do it again. All right, we're not done yet. Almost there. All right. We're going to do our mourner's Kaddish. We'll read our weekly Yerk sites. Isaac Silverman, John Scott, Evan Shapiro, Lowell Ressler, Lloyd Allen Blumenfield, Sam Metzler, Stanley Greitzer, Alan Charlin, Janice Rothschild, David Applepalm, Pauline Pascal, Robert Abt, Arthur Kern, James Howard Riven, Perry Rubenstein, Julius Greenberg, Chuck Maltz, Pat Epstein, Fred Colton, Baruch Ginsburg, Kenneth Becker, Joel Cohen, Abraham Simone, Barbara Mossler, Marguerite Marquisi, Phyllis Tell, Stuart Elkins, Sam Spitz, Sheila Mechanic, Hyman Zaks, Gail Wiener, and our Year of Mourning, Elaine Guppert, Marty Schiffer, Dina Hafkash, Benjamin Paul, David Rudderman, Paul Marr, Howard Siegelman, Greg Sutton, Lisa Beth Cooper, Stefan Reisman, William F. Besser, Aurora Clark, Jake Schneider, Mitch Chodesh, David Hansen, Asher Barkin, Everett James, Rabbi Yossi Karen, Susan Gesundheit, Harvey Wiener, Josephine Plata, Villarreal, Sarah Wilenczynski, Stuart Lautman, Peter Bergman, Danica Valencia, Constant Ross Landis, Isabel New, Edwin M. Greenberg, Patricia Page, Jean Geller, Sherry Coop Holland, Mark Wiseman, Philip Albright, Barbara Ann Horowitz, Harold Rothstein, Doris Aguilera Avina, Dana Gold, Frederick Bernstein, Jerry Lauterstein, Victoria Kotrich, Minerva Crevoy, Raya Stern, James Anthony Cole, and we'll take any names of anybody who is in mourning. We're thinking of Helen Sands, who lost her dear companion puppy, Daisy, so we're thinking of Helen. Rosie? Okay. Rosie. Daisy and Rosie. Still holding Helen. Any other names? David Kahn. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Arbeit. Listen. Yeah, Scotch. Dick Goldberg. Victims October 7th. Fallen IDF soldiers. Karen. Swansea. You know, the Mourner's Kaddish is one of the most famous prayers in the Jewish religion. It's said on the anniversary of the death of a loved one. said at the funeral of a loved one. But the words death or grief or mourning appear nowhere in this prayer. This prayer solely speaks about the greatness of God. And there might be many reasons for that, but the one I find most resonant is that in times of mourning, times of suffering, we need something bigger than ourselves to hold on to. And whether that is God or the universe or this community, I invite you to please rise if you're holding someone you've lost in your hearts as we honor their memory. Yikadal v'yikada shemei rabah. Bi'alma divrachurute v'yamlich machute v'chayachon uvyomechon uchaye d'chol Beit Yisrael b'agala v'zman kari v'imru. Yehei shmei rabba mivarach olam omei omaya. Yiparach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnasei v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei d'kudasha rihu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechamata damiran bi'ama v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. May their memories forever be a blessing. Thank you, everybody. Announcements. Shabbat sponsors. If anybody would like to sponsor Shabbat tonight, speak to Sarah. Oh, we got a sponsor right here. Thank you, hey, Heidi. Heidi and Bob, thank you. Bringing their son here. Oh, it's all coming out of her wallet? Okay. I say to my son, again, give me your lunch money. I'm broke. Who's in the back? Oh, yes. I spoke to Bob and Gloria this week. We're holding Sam's memory. So Bob and Gloria, just know that everybody in this community is holding Sam right here. Thank you. Anybody else, if you want to be a Shabbat sponsor? Oh, remind me your name? Joel. Thank you, Joel. Thank you. Did I see another? Okay. Oh. Ian Lobel, everybody. Thank you. Awesome. Beautiful. All right. Any more announcements? We love pets, not just on campus. What? Yo. Yeah, I was going to say there's a sign that says no pets. Please leave your furry. Yeah, don't bring your pets here unless you need a pet, and then you can bring it here if it's a service animal, of course. For real. My mom's tried to pull that one a few times. No, many people need to have their service animals, but everybody else, please leave your furry friends at home. The BTS Open Charity Golf Tournament. If I wasn't in PT, I'd be showing you my skills. All right, that's Monday, September 16th at the El Caballero Country Club, which Cantor Nate, who's kind of a golfy, says it's really good. So take it from him. Come on out even if you don't play golf. Show your support. All right. Fresh challah delivery. Get your challah for the masses. Bake teshuva. If you want to call ahead, they appreciate, I believe, all calls by Wednesday. All calls by Wednesday, but you could have it all prepared. All right. And follow us at beitteshuva.com. Wait, no, just at beitteshuva. Or at .com. Why not? Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Join us online, friends. And everybody watching at home on Zoom, welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Always a pleasure. We reach far and wide. All right. Should we do Oseh Shalom for real this time? Yeah. Oh, a special guest.
Whoops, we're going to go back to the piano.
Oseh Shalom bimromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael.
Discover my purpose and I'm finding my passion. Loving this life and it feels everlasting. Live in abundance, don't need for no ration. Switch up my blessing like Ephraim Manasseh. Obstacles, blessings, wrapped up in my blessings. Puff puff pass used to be my session. Free at last, said I am free at last. Thank God Almighty that I am free at last. Learning and teaching, ancestor I'm reaching. Ordained from the birth, so they call me the deacon. Like David, and rabbi to the throne. I'm back at Beit Shuvah and I found myself home. Like David, from rabbi to the throne. I'm back at Beit Shuvah and I found my way home. Back at the Shuvah and I found my way home. Let me hear you in the back, cause still we are.
Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael.
Give it up. Armin, everybody.
Give it up for Harmon.
Let's give it up for Nate. And the BTS band. Also, everybody who's working the sound tonight and our Zoom. We can't do what we do unless they do what they do. So thank you, everybody who helped. Let's close our evening with the Kiddush and the Motzi, our blessings.
All right, everyone, please rise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Shabbat shalom, everyone.